God of War Ragnarök is bad. It's a bad game. I do not like it. Let me get started. I played the first one a couple years back. Couldn't even finish that job. It was so boring. I tried. So I'm like, you know what? When I heard Ragnarok was coming out, I'm like, you know what? Let me sleep on it. So I went to sleep. You know, I rolled up, tucked in my bed, did my push-ups before I went to bed, slept on that game, slept on it for a good 8-9 months. Then I'm like, you know what? Everyone's talking about it, giving it a 9 or a 10. The comment section is saying it got snubbed for Game of the Year. So I say, you know what? Let me try it out. And boy, was that a mistake. That game is horrible. Horrible. Barely a game. The combat is so boring. The combat is so boring and repetitive. Does not change one bit. Don't tell me, oh, you need to go deeper into the mechanics. No. Shouldn't have to learn all these. Nah, even with the mechanics, that game is boring. They don't even let you play the game. Half the time I'm watching a stupid cutscene. My controller up my ass. Like, I'm not even watching the game, bro. And for what? The game looks beautiful. I'll give them that. The animations are amazing. God bless the workers that worked on it. You could tell they were slaved, whipped to get that product out. It looks next gen on that end. And, okay, it runs pretty well on the PS4, which is surprising to me. There's like no innovation though. But again, I'm not the type of guy that wants you to reinvent the wheel every single time you make a game. But it's just like, what happened to God of War? Wasn't Kratos like a demon, a god killer? What happened to him? Why is he going through his father arc phase? Like, why did they have to switch him up? Couldn't you have made this story with a different character? Give him the same powers, make him even look like Kratos. Just don't call him Kratos, because that's not Kratos. And Atreus is a giant? Bro. Like, it just makes no sense to me. The whole game doesn't make sense to me. And it's not even that it's the Norse mythology. I enjoyed the Norse mythology. In fact, people don't like this game and it got a lot of bad reviews. But Assassin's Creed Valhalla, I was more interested in that story than I did this. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And maybe that's just me, but like, I don't know. I did not like God of War Ragnarök. I don't know. I started a playthrough of this game, and I was posting videos of the playthrough, right? I got to part 8, and I couldn't be bothered. I could not be bothered to run this game anymore. It was so boring. Thank God I didn't pay full price for it. I bought it off Kijiji, which is like Craigslist, but for where I'm from. I got it for $40. I told him, nah, you bring it here and I'll give you $40. And he was more than happy to get rid of it. So that should have told me all I needed to know right there. But yeah, right now I'm playing Atomic Heart. Just finished Baldur's Gate 3. And I picked this game as like the first YouTube game, the streaming game. So I can segue my way into YouTube with this game. Horrible decision. You can even see through the walkthroughs if you even care to watch. Where I started off saying, the graphics are good, this is cool, alright, and then you just see me getting mad halfway through, like, yo, fuck this shit boring as fuck. I don't know, man, I don't know what people see in this game. Is it that it's just Kratos and the first 3 God of Wars were so good that people just throw their ideas of that game on this one? Or, who knows, am I missing something? Am I honestly missing something? Because it's like, Batman can have bad games, right? That's not true. Batman can't have bad games. Post 2008, Batman can't have bad games. You know what? Even Batman Begins was amazing. But I digress. There's just not much that I find interesting in that world. And on top of that, the game feels mad cookie cutter. Like, when I'm playing the game, you can play it on autopilot. You can focus. You might have to focus a little bit when you're fighting. But honestly, you can play this game on autopilot. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. There's a lot of games I enjoy, like Assassin's Creed, finishing half the missions and half the quest lines, or just going to get all the synchronization points. That was me playing on autopilot. But it's just, I don't know, I cared more. Or maybe I just like traversing through the worlds more. And this one, it just seems so boring. Like, the characters they're not bad. They're not good. They're mid. I think that's even worse. Like, I'd rather have them be bad, you know what I mean? From what I heard, the game is, I think, 25 to 30 hours or 40 if you do all the side quests. I don't know who would be doing all the side activities in that game. There's this part in the game where you see a bunch of chests, and the first one said 10 pairs or whatever. I think it was pairs. I don't know. I don't care. It was like 10 pairs to unlock what's in this. And I'm like, all right. The next one was like 15. The next one was 20. And that shit jumped to 100, 200, 300. I'm like, bruh, who's going to do that? And you guys are complaining it didn't win Game of the Year? I know it might be late on this, but fuck it. It's my first real video. I want to talk about it. And I just want to rant on it, to be honest, because it's a game that literally I felt like it wasted my time. I honestly didn't enjoy it. I did not enjoy the game. Don't know if I'll be finishing it. If I do, it'll be purely YouTube related, purely walkthrough related, but who knows, maybe after 5 hours or 10 hours I'll start liking it. Maybe, but isn't that saying that if you spend long enough time with anybody or anything you'll fall in love with it? So I don't know if that's gonna hold any merit or any weight right now. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about this game right now. Sorry if it wasn't an informative, deep cover analysis. I'm just giving y'all my opinions. And yeah, let me see what you guys think in the comments. And yeah, peace.